So yesterday, as you guys know, I did a pig squat for the third time in 9 days. Really happy how I performed, really happy how I moved. Still loving the narrow squats, but it took a lot out of me last night. I worked really hard. Those latest sets basically took 10 minutes to recover in between. So it was really interesting to see today how my body was going to recover from this. I feel quite good. I feel tired, I feel lethargic, but there's no soreness. There's no sore spots on my body at all. So I kind of felt okay to kind of lift again. Obviously nowhere near the volume. I don't want to do any volume for the next few days. But I felt like I could do some weight. Moved quite well. I mean, given the fact that I'm feeling lethargic and whatever, this is 160 that you're seeing here. Felt quite good. I thought 180 was going to be the last set, but then when my cameraman showed me the footage, I was like, all right, let's go 190. Let's not leave too much left in the tank. So 190 kind of moved pretty good, as you'll see in a second. No sticking spot halfway through at all. Yeah, very smooth. So I'm quite happy how I went today. I decided to load 190 and see how that's going to go as well. I had kind of thoughts of 200 as well, depending on how this went, because that's kind of what happened last time I did pig squat. The following day I ended up hitting 200 for one. But as you'll see here, I wasn't too happy how this moved. The bar speed slowed down a fair bit, so I didn't want to grind out 200 at all, because 190 kind of felt like a grindy rep. Yeah, slowed down a fair bit halfway through. That tells me that the glutes are basically tired. I used to think halfway up was a quadricep kind of fatigue or weakness. For me, it's definitely not that. For me, it's always glutes. If my glutes are feeling strong, there's no sticking point through the middle. And then I kind of finished off with 5 sets of 30 with 30 kilos on here. I haven't done these in a week and a bit. Ever since I started the pig squat, I haven't done this. The reason why I do this, and as I kind of explained last time I did this, it hits the quads in a different way. There's a muscle called rectus femoris, which is basically a biarticulate muscle. It crosses 2 joints, and it has knee extension as one function. It also has hip flexion as another function, and this movement hits it pretty well. So yeah, I just thought I'd do it. I feel like it helps me. It helps balance out the quads. It makes my knees feel really good. Which is really interesting, because a lot of people used to say to me that this is the exercise that's going to destroy your knees. Maybe if you just did this and nothing else, that could happen. But for somebody like me that squats every day, I think this is a pretty cool movement. Feel it in the quads in just a weird way. It's not the same way as I feel it in the squats. I feel it quite high up, kind of like in the hip area. That's where I feel it, and it just makes my TFL also feel really good. So this is kind of like a recovery thing. I mean, I'm working pretty hard here. Between 20 and 30, those repetitions really kind of, burn. Makes me feel like I'm bodybuilding, because that's pretty much the only machine that I ever use. I mean, it's not like I have an option. I have very limited equipment here, but yeah, I quite enjoy this movement. Like I said, it makes me feel quite good, and also it's cheap volume. You know what I mean? The reason why I say cheap, because it's not taxing to anything. Like, it's just an isolation exercise. I feel like I could do this every single day. The exercises that really tire me out are the exercises that kind of hit the glute and the lower back, the hamstring. Those exercises really take the hell out of me. Really tax me. This stuff, I'm just laying down and just moving one joint. It just feels like it's super easy. I don't know whether you guys do this at all or not. But I think it has a place in my routine. Like I said, I haven't done this for 10 days now, but I think it belongs in the program. It just feels good. But that's it, guys. Shorter video today, a recovery video today. Basically, no thrills. Come back tomorrow for another similar session, and then I'll hit the pig squat again. But right now, all of my energy is in the pig squat. That's what I want to focus on. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.